It's good to meet you. My name is Brad Ross. I'm responsible for Pivot3's Global Alliances and Strategic Accounts as Vice President of this operation. And Pivot3 is a very exciting organization. They actually were the first to develop hyperconverged and software-defined storage starting in 2002. And through the past decade, we've been able to deliver our solution across 18,000 appliances, across 1,600 clients in 53 countries. The solution itself is the most patented solution in the industry. In fact, more patents than the top 3 competitors combined. A lot of intellectual property that drive efficiency and business value for our clients. Pivot3 has approached the area of hyperconvergence and software-defined storage very differently. Hyperconvergence is a very hype topic these days, and at the same time, it's a natural evolution of compute from legacy separates of storage and compute, which are in towers, to be able to harmonize those two and deliver them as an appliance modularly and scalably. So you can buy an appliance at a time, starting with one node, and stack them up as an operational expense. Expanding up, our clients exceed 15, 20 petabytes uniquely in the industry. And the value proposition is that it's very scalable, very resilient, and the solution itself is able to deliver very pronounced operational and capital expenditure savings in operations, simplifying service delivery for our clients. So hyperconvergence actually allows you to simplify and greatly reduce the amount of physical infrastructure, footprint, and administrative overhead, as well as potentially software licensing associated with these services that are delivered on a platform. So whether your use case is big data, cloud in a box, being able to deliver DevOps, VDI, our clients are able to actually very quickly, in a matter of an hour, stand up an infrastructure and then scale it up as their client environment or demands of the service grows. So it's a very modular, highly performant and resilient environment. In fact, Pivot3, some of our patents allow us to deliver 6 nines of availability for service. So service continuity is huge for our clients. Resiliency of the service is paramount. To be able to survive the loss of multiple drives or appliances is critical to making sure that the service continues to deliver scalably and effectively without any risk and loss. Yeah, so Pivot3 has really approached hyperconvergence from the storage layer, driving tremendous efficiency, and then added on the virtualization layer as compute power expanded exponentially under Moore's law. So over time, we realized that our very effective storage fabric could absorb the compute workloads with much available processing power. And the way we've approached it is we are able to write our data across all of the disks that join the array. So as opposed to what's called local hyperconvergence, which many of the vendors provide, they replicate data between nodes, which allows them to survive the loss of an appliance or failure of a drive. We create a global pool, it's called global hyperconvergence, it's where many of our patents lie, that allow you to create a storage pool across all of your devices. So it gives you tremendous resiliency, also gives you tremendous amount of performance in terms of measuring IOPS, over big data workloads where you have to have tremendous processing and compute power and throughput, or VDI. These are use cases where we truly excel. Hyperconvergence has been, as I said, an evolution of technology from converged infrastructure, starting with legacy, kind of separate SANs and separate compute towers. Hyperconverged basically simplifies that into a single platform that allows a client to modularly purchase capacity as their business needs, as their client workloads or their projects expand. So it almost aligns to an operational expense model as they actually grow their environment. Maybe they start off with cloud, insourcing cloud from a service provider, being able to deliver, for a project or program. They can modularly stack in additional appliances, and they add capacity additively and modularly and linearly. So this gives them tremendous flexibility to not pre-buy large storage shelves and capacity that they have to grow into, but really make it an operational expense where they're able to deliver service more on an OpEx budget to be able to align the revenue stream against the expenditures. So it's really a strong way of saving budget, conserving budget, and aligning it to the programs where funding decisions need to be made. Additionally, we are able to greatly reduce the physical footprint of infrastructure. So looking at the sprawl that's proliferated within the data center, being able to re-platform onto Pivot3 and our hyperconvergence with performance and storage density we deliver, we're able to give you very effective within one rack compute capability that might have typically expanded 3 or 4 racks historically. So reducing power, cooling, licensing, administration costs is also very much part of the business case that supports this vision. And it's an excellent question. So the use cases are as varied as customers' business requirements. The attractive value proposition of hyperconvergence is it's modular, it's very quick to establish, and it fits the business and use cases of our clients. Some of our clients accelerate implementations of virtual desktop. VDI has been a complex problem to solve, and to be able to deliver a performant VDI experience, even high-density graphics, doing CAD/CAM over VDI, are use cases our clients leverage, whether that's in the medical industry, education, engineering space, and the MOD workloads. So VDI is a prominent use case. Many of our clients are actually building clouds. Consultancies recommend strategy around how to do this. And Pivot3, as a VMware partner, can run the full software-defined data center on our platform as a VMware Premier partner. So we can accelerate the adoption and implementation of a cloud in a box and get that up and stood and functional within a matter of hours. And as the client workload grows, we just add additional nodes into the environment. So we have customers exceeding 1 petabyte of storage, delivering cloud, private cloud, particularly with a lot of legislation going on, keeping safe harbor and data in residency in country. We're seeing a sharp uptick in the number of private clouds being deployed, and Pivot3 is an ideal fabric. Additional use cases might include programs around DevOps. DevOps is a transformation where you are seeing a lot of shifts in how the organizations are structured, and the ability to deploy Pivot3 for development and operations, dev test, stand up an infrastructure that's resilient, that the developers can stand up and tear down on demand, is an ideal application of our platform. And the price performance that we see out of hyperconverged makes it extremely attractive. Actually what brought me to Pivot3. So I came from VMware, where I was responsible for our cloud management organization, and the transformation within Pivot3 and what we could unlock in terms of value for our clients was profound. And this is a nascent market, right? There aren't that many implementations of hyperconvergence compared to overall legacy SAN type environments and storage and compute environments. But this is really on a sharp uptick. What we're seeing, though, is the ability to deliver much more scalably, cost-effectively, and resiliently for our clients. And the embrace of this technology is really, it's really at a seminal moment in this industry. We're seeing tremendous density in the deployments and implementations, tremendous embrace of starting. Pivot3 can start with 1 node or 3 nodes. We have customers that have scaled up to over 20 petabytes, but you buy as you need, you scale as you grow, and that type of cloud-like economic is very attractive to our clients. Specifically for Pivot3, the distinctions that we have due to our patents and the development of this product are ideally suited for this. So, when you look at how compute has been delivered over the last decades, it's all about performance, resiliency, survivability, and we're able to bring those attributes into a modular appliance capability. As a solution, Pivot3 is able to deliver over 6 nines of availability and over 94% usable storage capacity. So when you look at a SAN, perhaps you're at 60, 70% usable storage. You look at the replication-based hyperconverged solutions, there are many out there. In fact, almost all of them employ replication as a way of protecting data. They're somewhere between 16% and maybe 40% usable storage. So to be able to deliver 94% usable storage and not waste and replicate data, which occupies CPU overhead, means that we're able to deliver a much better, more usable, and much more scalable experience to our clients And that's really the message that's resonating.